There are a few different posts that make me giddy to make. The birth rate plummeting to hell, the find out season post, the open marriage regret post, those all make me laugh. But also the emotional tears and men getting hysterical make me laugh. So this is my homegirl Kai on Instagram and on Instagram threads and YouTube. She's Kai Fly Mommy. She said she made this simple post. She says, I'm sitting by the pool and I see two grown men in the pool playing basketball with a beach ball. And it hits me that it's not unusual to see grown men playing like children. In our society, men are allowed to be perpetual children without judgment. Women, on the other hand, we don't get to play like kids when we grow up. We have to be the responsible ones for the children and the men. And the wild thing is, even women deciding to rest and have a self-care day or hanging out with the homies gets denigrated. So she's not really wrong here. But like she said here, she posted a link to a YouTube video saying, if you're angry at this post, watch this. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, there's some emotional tears in this. So let's check out some of the comments. Anthony, you're taking an isolated situation from your solitary perspective and trying to spin it in a way that you seem like you're both a victim and the superior. Unfortunately, there's entire groups of women who play. There's flow communities, there's pickleball groups, there's volleyball groups, all kinds of women play and have fun. So maybe it's just you that sits around being miserable and then trying to use that misery as a podium of righteousness. The divine one. This is such a hater ass post. It's also very disingenuous. Men don't get to just play around their entire lives. We get told what we have to do and how we have to act from a young age. Be a man. That comes with suppressing any kind of feelings we have because that's what being a man is. We can't complain. We got to get it done. Our value is based on how much we can provide. By the way, you watch them from the same pool, so you are out there relaxing too. Shaking my head. Render says, what a load of Women are allowed to do anything they want with virtually zero consequences. Men are viciously attacked by women for almost anything they do. Men spending even a brief moment being happy makes women absolutely furious because women don't view men as human beings, merely walking ATMs for them to use. Clientele says, countless cases of women acting like children. Let's start with TikTok. Jared, happy men act like children and happy women act like mothers. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it seems you have some hatred towards men being happy. How about showing some gratitude for all the things that men have done to give you the life you currently enjoy? I'm talking about civilization. Men built the whole world we are living in with the support of women, but now women like you want to undermine the contributions of men while throwing yourself a pity party. And then John says, you don't get to play. You get any downtime to do something you want. I find that hard to believe. Everyone is entitled to play to a little playtime. It's called stress relief. Well, at least this man, he's not crying. He's not hysterical. But I do think it's funny that it does seem a little topsy-turvy, like we're living in topsy-turvy world where people are really acting like women get downtime and that men don't get to just play on video games, have golf weekends, have the whole weekend set up for football, which includes Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So let's be effing for real. So depending on which season depends on how much time any one of these people are spending on sports. All right, y'all, let's move to the next thread. Okay, now this thread was funny as well. So the Blaze posted this post saying how a beloved children's cartoon turns fathers into mothers and what the Bible says about that. And then they use a Bluey cartoon with some dogs, some cartoon dogs. I haven't read the Bible in a while, but I do not believe that Bluey is in the Bible. But Jack Jenkins used this caption. He says, Bluey depicts heteronormative father who obsesses over sports, also just loving his kids and playing with them for 8 minutes at a time. The Blaze clutches pearls. Oh no, what has become of the traditional father? This use of this meme was hilarious. All right, it says right-wing media, a father who talks to his kid once a day, and then the Blaze. Is this a mother? So a man talking and playing with their child is something that only mothers do, I guess. And then Loopy says, Bandit Custard Healer is the best dad on TV. These people are delusional. She used his whole government name. This comment from Donald says, Hey fellas, is it gay to give a about your children? No, it's not. It's not. I am Michael Rose says, I mean, Bandit is a stay at home dad, so it's unsurprising that they hate it. But all this does is turn people off to conservatism because Bluey is widely popular for good reason. Spaz Solo says, spoiler, the Bible says nothing about Bluey. Rolling and Scratching says, cons really need a new Bible with a lot of pew pews and racial slurs. Maybe Trump will write one. Um, yes, because Trump does have a Bible and you guys can buy it and he'll get a percentage of it because, you know, God bless Trump and all that. Sly Fox says, I can't speak to the pew pews or racial slurs, but Trump already has endorsed a Bible and gets money from their licensing of his name, likeness, and image. They're called God Bless the USA Bibles. They're $60 and one of the only Bibles that fits Oklahoma's requirements for their classroom Bibles. Yes. So, yes, Oklahoma is making these people spend money so that Trump can line his pockets. Here's the dog's ID with his full government name so that you do know that Custard is his middle name. This is proof. We got a picture. I needed to do this final comment right here. Bandit is like the poster child for positive masculinity. They're just jealous because a cartoon dog is better at being a man than they are. And with that, I am going to move on to the next thread, but that was hilarious. Okay, so this woman named Strawberry Soda shared a screenshot from the Workshop Queen. And the Workshop Queen says, men thinking our grandmas were happy is a product of women keeping their stories private and the culture of coddling men by not telling them things. Because whatever these men think, they simply do not have the same viewpoint or the same experience or interpretation as the girls. And it's because grannies, aunties, mamas don't tell them the same things. It's like they live in a parallel universe. There must have been a lot of hysterical males in the comments because Strawberry Soda says, so many miss the point because it's not about your grandpa versus grandma, idolizing traditional women, demonizing men, or any of that. It's about the patriarchal system of oppression that harmed both men and women and continues to harm both men and women, the strains and expectations that the patriarchy put on both men and women. It's about how certain people today romanticize that time because they refuse to see all of the information. You all are doing too much, but saying so effing little. This dude was all in the comments, Alan. He says, well, our grandmothers understood duty, responsibility, and children were what they prioritized in a marriage instead of focusing more on happiness and self-fulfillment, because that's not how it works. A relationship and marriage is about more than just you. You want to worry about your happiness first? Then be single, because marriage isn't about happiness, it's about duty. Happiness comes and goes. To rely strictly on that first is foolish. And please know and understand that women are opting out because they are tired of feeling like they're put here simply to be of duty, of service. And then someone asked, what is a manly duty? What's a womanly duty? And he said, manly duty, protection, provision, stability, mental, physical strength, being decisive and hardworking. Woman duty, bear and raise children, household chores, being a supportive helpmate, physical, sexual intimacy, cooperative, those things. So basically, a woman is here to be a servant to a man. And he puts it out there. And then these things that men are responsible for, protection and provision and stability and mental and physical strength and blah, blah, blah. Women do that. Women do that. Women go to work daily. Women protect our children. Women do all the mental stuff, the organizing, all of the mental load in relationships. So men are going to have to figure out something other than thinking that our roles are this definable, because they're not. And for that reason, this is one of the reasons why many women are opting out of relationships. And because of things like this, I hope that women continue to help the birth rate tumble to hell. All right, y'all, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Which one was your favorite thread? All right, y'all.